So, what is the favorite Bollywood movie or Indian movie that people like in Bali here?
Mahabharata.
Uh-huh.
This is Bali becoming another Goa. Before coming here, I had heard so many things about Bali, so many comparisons.
If you're planning Bali and wondering whether it is overrated, overcrowded, or still worth it, my honest answer is this: Bali is worth it, but only if you choose the right Bali for the kind of traveler you are. The mistake is treating Bali like one destination. It is not. It is many different holidays sitting on one island. If you judge all of Bali from a traffic jam, a crowded beach club, or a viral reel, you will probably come back disappointed. But if you choose your base properly, keep the itinerary realistic, and understand what each area is good for, Bali can still feel special. So the real question is not, should you go to Bali or not? The real question is, which Bali should you choose? If this is your first trip, and you want culture, greenery, rice fields, cafes, local guest houses, traditional doors, small temples, and slower mornings, keep Ubud as one of your main bases. Ubud worked for me because it felt like the place where Bali still has a soul. Yes, there is traffic. Yes, the lanes are narrow. But the moment you step into the right lane, a rice field path, a small cafe, or a guest house courtyard, the whole mood changes. For Ubud, do not build the day like a checklist. Do fewer things and let the place breathe. A simple walk near Kajang rice fields, Sweet Orange Walk, or the rice field lanes close to Ubud Palace can be more memorable than rushing between three famous attractions. Go early morning or late afternoon. The light is softer, the heat is kinder, and the walk feels like an experience instead of a task. After Ubud, if you want beach convenience, restaurants, cafes, spas, sunset, and a holiday that feels polished, then Seminyak, Batu Belig, Legian, and the 66 side make more sense. This is not the most untouched Bali. It is the busy commercial side of Bali. But that does not automatically make it bad. For a short holiday, convenience has value. You can walk to the beach, find food easily, get a massage, sit at a cafe, and end the day with sunset without fighting the whole island. My recommendations on stays, hotels, areas, and tours are in the description below. Use them as a starting point, then choose what fits your budget, pace, and comfort level. That is why I do not think the word overrated is fair. Some parts are commercial, yes. Some parts are crowded, absolutely. 66 and Legian can feel busy, with beach chairs, bean bags, music, and people everywhere. Some restaurants and beach areas charge a premium for aesthetics and location. But a place can be commercial and still be useful, beautiful, and enjoyable if you know what you are choosing. The most underrated part of Bali is not one famous attraction. It is the unplanned in-between moment. A small warung near the beach, a coconut at the right time, a quiet rice field lane, a guest house breakfast, a temple gate you did not expect. These are the moments that make the trip feel personal. Also, this trip was with my mom. That changed how I judged Bali. Safety mattered, convenience mattered, clean stays, easy food, and avoiding unnecessary hotel shifts mattered. When you travel with family, the right base is not just a preference. It can decide whether the trip feels smooth or exhausting. But there is one warning. Do not overpack Bali. The traffic is real. Travel times are real. The island looks small on a map, but moving across it can drain your day. If you stay in the wrong area and try to cover everything from there, Bali will feel tiring and overrated. If you split your stay by mood, it becomes easier. My practical recommendation is simple. If you have 5 or 6 nights, choose 2 bases. Keep Ubud for the cultural and nature side. Keep a South Bali beach area for convenience and sunsets. If you have more time, choose Nusa Lembongan or another slower island for a different rhythm. But do not keep changing hotels every day. Bali rewards staying long enough to settle into an area. For Indian travelers especially, Bali can feel familiar in some ways and completely different in others. The Hindu cultural connection is beautiful. You see stories, symbols, rituals, offerings, and temple architecture that feel surprisingly close, but still distinctly Balinese. That shared cultural thread is one reason Bali feels more meaningful than just another beach destination. There is also a question some Indian travelers quietly carry. After viral videos about disrespectful visitors, will Bali feel uncomfortable for us? My first-hand experience was the opposite. People were warm, welcoming, and curious. I did not feel unwanted there. In fact, the cultural bridge came up again and again through Hindu stories, temple traditions, Bollywood, Mahabharata.
So, what is the favorite Bollywood movie or Indian movie that people like in Bali here?
Mahabharata
Uh-huh.
and Ramayana.
Wow.
Because the Mahabharata had the five Pandava,
Pandava.
Arjuna, this Arjuna, Nakula, Sadeva, what is it again?
Bhima.
Bhima and what is one more?
And Ramayana. That stayed with me because it made Bali feel connected, not hostile. Of course, that warmth is not a license to be careless or disrespectful. Respect goes both ways. If we expect visitors in India to respect our traditions, we should respect Balinese customs, temple rules, dress codes, and sacred spaces too. Food is another place where expectations matter. If you only chase viral cafes, Bali can feel expensive. If you mix cafes with local warungs, guest house meals, simple beachside lunches, and local desserts, the trip becomes more grounded. The best meal is not always the most Instagrammable one. Sometimes it is the place where you sit by the sea, the breeze is right, and nothing dramatic is happening. So here is my final answer. Should you go to Bali? Yes, if you want a trip that mixes culture, scenery, beaches, cafes, comfort, and small emotional moments. No. If you expect empty roads, untouched beaches everywhere, or a perfectly peaceful island without tourist pressure. Bali is not overrated. Bali is misunderstood when people choose the wrong base, chase too many places, and judge the whole island from its busiest corners. Choose Ubud for soul. Choose Seminyak, Batu Belig, or 66 for beach convenience. Choose Nusa Lembongan if you want a slower island rhythm. Leave space in the day, respect the local culture, and do not try to make Bali do everything in one trip. That is the decision. Go to Bali if you are willing to travel slowly and choose intentionally. Skip it if you only want a cheap, empty, effortless beach holiday. Bali still has magic, but you have to meet it in the right place. If this helped you make a better Bali decision, like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Instagram for practical Bali maps, stay ideas, and trip notes before you book.